and Assalamu alaikum. Today we'll be talking about some animals. Now you might be asking yourselves, what animals have to do with Ramadan? Well, did you know that there are animals and insects that fast as well? They don't exactly fast like us humans do. Some of those animals fast for months, day and night, and only eat for a couple of days, while some fast during the day and have food in the evening and early mornings. To get everyone at home a little bit familiar with the types of fasting these animals do, I will today talk about the few and explain why they exactly fast, because different animals fast for different reasons. Let's start. One of those animals are squirrels. There are all types of squirrels. Some live in trees, some live underground burrows. The underground squirrels are the ones who fast for days at a time in winter. Squirrels are vegetarians. That means that they don't eat any meat. If the squirrels live in very cold places during the winter time, they would usually be very busy during autumn time. This is because they're trying to collect as much food as they can. Squirrels eat nuts, pine cones, and seeds, and when it's time for them to fast, they would have already placed food in different places and won't need to go out in the cold. Now, what happens during wintertime to squirrels is called hibernation. Squirrels will sleep all day and all night long. They even sleep for 8 months. Wow! During this time, they would wake up every 5 days and eat some food, then go back to sleep. It's a different kind of fasting. When it's springtime, they would wake up and enjoy their time before it's time to fast again. There are also animals that fast underwater, like the rat salmon. Don't worry, fish don't drown. As soon as these fish leave salt water and swim to fresh water, their fasting begins, and it can take up to a couple of months. Fish have this sensitive feelings that allows them to know where they are going, so they're never lost. The fish would swim upstream in the river to go home to start their family right where they were born. Fish that fast, that's amazing. Did you know that even snails fast? There are different types of snails. Some live underwater and some live on land. The snails that live on land are like damp areas. That means it's a bit wet, so they could cover themselves under a layer to protect them from sunlight and heat, so that their skin won't dry. During the winter time, snails would hibernate, but sometimes they would hibernate even during the summer. The amazing thing is that the snail have a good gooey cover that protects their bodies from drying out. During the whole time, they would fast up until the weather becomes cooler, and that's when they come out, ready to eat and enjoy the weather. One of my favorite animals are penguins. I love how they walk around. They look so cute. And they fast as well. MashaAllah. I never knew how many animals actually could fast. The penguins are seabirds that live in cold places, like the North Pole. Now, the very interesting thing is that the male penguin takes care of the eggs, and the female penguins go out to sea to collect food. During that time, the father penguin starts fasting for about 2 weeks until the baby penguin comes out. As soon as they come out, the father penguin straight away goes into the sea and eats and drinks. The mother penguin would already been back and would feed the babies. The older penguins also fast, but for other reasons. They fast so they can replace their feathers. They throw themselves into the sea and all the old feathers will go. We do something similar. At the end of Ramadan, when it's time for Eid, we put on our new clothes, just like penguins. Stay where you are. We'll be right back, and I'll tell you more and good things about fasting.
Salamun alaikum, everybody. I'm Always Owl, and today we have a special guest coming to give our majlis. Woot woot.
Assalamu alaikum, everybody.
Walaikum assalam, Salim Spider. What are you doing?
For the majlis today, I have written a poem. Would you like to hear it?
Oh yes, please Salim. I would love to hear your poem. What's it about?
It's about Ramadan. Ramadan and fasting's a special time. Please take a minute and listen to my rhyme. It's about my favorite time of the year. It's Allah's month, a time we hold dear. We don't eat from sunrise to sunset. Blessings and rewards we hope to get. Fasting's a time to be at our best, not to let our good manners rest. We look forward to the end of the day. This month shaitan's locked away. Even insects begin with water and dates. Some of us pile often food on our plates. Animal or insect, one thing's for sure. The holy month of Ramadan is the cure. Let us all fast and eat together. If only Ramadan was forever. Fasting cleans even insect souls. Being better is also our goals. I hope inshallah everybody liked that poem. See you next time inshallah. Wa alaikum assalam.
Don't scare me like that, Pia.
Salamun alaikum.
Oh, alaikum assalam.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Aid.
It's okay.
Sorry, Mr. Raza.
It's okay.
I just wanted to scare you.
It's okay.
That's what us monsters do. We scare people.
All this fasting's made me so sleepy.
No. You know what?
Yeah?
I've got something to take you out of your sleepy mode.
Go on.
Today in Monster School, we were learning about big volcanoes and things which the teacher called natural disasters.
What's a natural disaster?
Like earthquakes and floods and
Right.
Tsunamis. Do you know what a
Whoa.
tsunami is? It's like big water crashing and volcanoes and
That sounds-
earthquakes and everything goes.
Whoa. That sounds scary, Pip.
It's a tornado.
Whoa. What's a tornado?
A tornado is like a whirling gust of wind.
Right.
Swelling.
So oh, is that like a tornado?
No, that's you blowing.
Oh. So what's a tornado then?
Like this.
Oh, like millions of people blowing. No? Yes? Well, was it fun?
Sucked up by a tornado.
Well, it
Oh
sounds...
no, Alice! Don't go get sucked up in a tornado. You're gonna go into Kansas. Oh no!
Relax. We're just in your room. Pip, we're just in your room.
Oh.
So was it not scary learning about all of this?
Yeah, it was quite scary. Do you know what?
Yeah.
When was the first tornado?
First tornado. What's a tornado again?
Gust of wind. Squishy.
Gust of wind.
Squishy.
Oh wait, I do know what a tornado is.
Go on.
But you know what?
What?
If I'm gonna tell you, we have to do something special.
What's that?
Sorry, Pip, your hair was in my mouth.
No.
That's what happens when you come and scare me.
Oh, you get hair in your mouth.
I get your hair in my mouth.
Oh,
Now,
do you like that?
Do
Do you like
know
when I
what?
surprised you?
It's very tasty. Can I have a bit more? Oh,
No,
sorry.
you're scaring me.
Sorry. But guess what? To tell you a story about the first ever tornado, do you know what we have to do?
What?
We have to do a Quran challenge.
The Quran
Challenge. Do you remember what it is?
Yeah, it's where we learn about Quranic stories in the holy month of Ramadan.
Exactly, and it's special because only we do it.
Ramadan.
Did you make that up yourself?
Yeah, I think I heard it.
Where?
Somebody was performing it.
Oh, right. I think we can make a better one.
Yeah. Do you wanna? Anyway.
Okay. Shall I tell you the story then?
Yeah.
Shall we make the one after?
Go on.
So basically, a long time ago,
Yeah.
there was a group of people. They were called the Ad. What were they called? Ad. And they lived near Saudi Arabia. They lived in the Arab lands. And the place they lived exactly was called Iram.
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 Do you know what was so special about Iram?
Iram.
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 Do you know what was so special about it though?
What's special about Iram?
Can you guess?
No.
It was a beautiful place.
Beautiful.
How beautiful is your room, Pip, out of 10?
I'd say it's on a scale of 1 to Iram. It would be Iram.
But what is yours out of 10? Between 1 and 10, what is your room
I
like?
think it'd be 45.
45. Well, theirs was 4,000,005.
Well, I think that's a bit exaggerating because you can only have 1 to 10, so it's any number between 1 to 10.
So how was yours 45?
I think we can make exceptions for certain exceptional characters, such as myself.
Well, their city was exceptional. It was super exceptional.
Well, I'm sure it was.
Out of mountains, they made pillars. You'd
Out
walk.
of mountains, they made pillars.
Exactly.
Like pillows to sleep on.
No, like pillars.
Like pillars.
Like long things which support their cities. Pillar.
Pillar. Pillar, bro.
No, not pillar, bro. Pillar.
Pillars.
Yes.
Like Pillars.
Exactly. Long things to support your
pillars.
city.
Okay.
And they had a fantastic city. It was beautiful. Can you let me close your eyes for you. Can you imagine the most beautiful city in the world?
Oh, I can.
That's what Iran was. But
It was my bedroom.
it was your. Is this your bedroom?
Yeah.
Well, then it was like this.
Yeah.
But when you have such a beautiful city, Pip, who do you thank for it?
Well, you obviously thank Pip if it's Pip's room.
But who does Pip thank?
Pip thanks no one but Allah.
No one but Allah, exactly. And the people of Iram, after some time, they forgot to thank Allah.
Well,
They used to think all of these pillars and all of this beautiful city was made only by them. Can you imagine a people like that?
yeah.
Who?
People like that.
Exactly. Who? What was their names?
Iram people.
Iram. What? Do you remember their name?
Iram.
Ad.
Ad.
The people of Ad.
Like Ad.
Now, all of them were really rude. They forgot about Allah.
Wow.
They only used to care about themselves.
Wow.
Even so that they started going and robbing their own people.
Robbing their own people.
Do you know what a gang is? It's like a bad group of people.
Bad group of gang people.
And there were many gangs in Iram. But there was one man who was better than the rest.
Wow, I wasn't around then.
Oh, no, not you, Pip, silly. But basically, you know what his name was?
What?
Hud.
Hood.
Hud.
Hood.
Can you say it at home?
Can you say Hood?
Yeah, you can. Prophet Hud.
Wow.
Now, he was nice.
Oh, I bet he was.
He was like you, Pip.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
Was he blue?
No, he wasn't. But he was like you.
Wow.
He had a great character,
Oh.
and he used to remember Allah.
Oh.
And Allah sent him down to tell all of these bad people to remember him. And that's what Prophet Hud did.
Wow.
He told one person,
Yeah.
he told two people,
2.
He told everyone.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
Now, if Prophet Hud told you something like that, would you listen?
Yeah.
They didn't. They said to him, you're lying. They said, all of this we made. Who made this, Pip?
What?
Who made this table?
The table?
Yeah.
Well, I think my dad made it.
But who made your dad?
My granddad and grandmother.
Okay, who gave your dad the strength and the intelligence to build this?
The book which taught him how to assemble.
Who made the book?
A brain.
And who made the brain?
Oh, well, that's easy. Allah made the brain.
Allah made the brain. Allah made the brain to make this. Allah made the brain to make this lamp. Allah made the brain to make that board. Allah made the brain to make you.
Allah made me.
Exactly. But these people, they didn't care.
Really?
They thought they made everything.
Wow.
So Prophet Hud, he had a lot of patience, but after a while,
He became bored.
he not bored, but he wanted these people to know the truth. So he asked Allah to send down something to tell these people the truth. And you know what Allah sent down?
Pip.
No, he didn't send that. He sent down Pip many years later. But at that time, he sent down a message to Prophet Hud.
Which was?
He told Prophet Hud and all the people who believed in Allah to go to a special cave.
Oh, that's nice.
Can you
It's
think
like camping, but in a cave.
camping in a cave?
Like cave camping.
Oh, I think you've just invented something there, Pip.
No, I think Prophet Hud invented it.
I think you're bringing it back.
Yeah, anyway.
Oh, Pip. But basically, you're right. You made cave camping. And do you know why? Why would Allah tell Prophet Hud to go into a cave?
Because
Yeah, can you guess? Remember why this story?
I know cave paintings.
To do what?
Cave paintings.
No.
You know, paint the walls with
No.
cave paintings.
No.
Make it a nice little den. So that any time you wanted, maybe put an Xbox, and maybe put a Monster Console 37672232, and it become a man cave.
Maybe. Well, that's no, Pip. That's not why Allah sent Prophet Hud into
Oh no,
that
sorry,
cave.
I was just thinking what I would do with a
Oh,
cave.
what you would do with a cave?
Oh, I wasn't thinking about Prophet Hud.
Oh,
Well,
no.
obviously, it would be something special and religious.
Exactly. Now, Prophet Hud was sent to a cave because he had to hide from something. And that was the second thing that Allah sent down. Do you remember why we started this story, Pip? What did you ask me?
Natural disaster, tornado.
Yeah, and you asked me with the first ever tornado.
Yeah,
Well, Allah sent down a massive tornado.
really.
People and sand, they were swirling in the air.
Swell.
They were
swell.
flying. You know what? People started getting scared. They went in. That's the noise they were making. And they made that noise all the way to their home. They ran in and they locked the doors. Do you think that was enough? Do you
No, the tornado comes and it sweeps them up.
Exactly, the tornado
And the
took the
tornado,
house.
it's so big.
Exactly, and it started
Tornado.
swirling and swirling and swirling. And all these people died.
Well,
Do you know why they died?
because they disbelieved.
They disbelieved and they made fun of Allah's Prophet.
Well,
Now,
we should make fun
exactly.
of anyone.
Of anyone.
Especially
A prophet.
anyone.
You shouldn't make fun of anyone, especially anyone.
Yeah, that's my special rule.
Is that your special rule?
Because remember, Allah created us all.
Exactly. 10 points to you, Pip. Now, remember. What should I remember?
Everyone is special.
Because
Allah created us all.
that's great.
Let's rewind
Now,
and unwind. Back to the story.
are you okay, Pip?
I'm
Are you having
fabulous.
palpitations? Now, listen, Pip. After a while, Prophet Hud came out of his cave with all of the people who followed him,
Yeah.
people who believed, and were able to live a life without any rude people,
Wow.
and a life where everyone could believe in Allah.
Oh, that's nice.
How does that make you feel, Pip, that story?
Makes me feel nice.
Does it? Are you happy knowing where the first ever tornado
Well,
was?
now we know the first ever tornado was in the time of Prophet Hud.
Prophet Hud. And who did it take away? The people.
The evil, naughty people.
What were their names?
Ad.
Ad.
Well, that was a really cool story.
Did you like it?
I'm going to go tell my monster school teacher that the first ever tornado was in the time of Prophet Hud.
Is she going to be happy that you know
Well,
that?
I think she would.
What's her name?
Do you know her name?
I don't know her name.
It's Miss Freckly Nose.
Miss Freckly Nose.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure she's going to be really happy that you know that.
Yeah.
Go and tell her, Pip.
I'll tell Miss Freckly Nose right away.
Go on.
Okay, children, I've got to go and see if I can still see Miss Freckly Nose. But anyway, Mr. Raza,
Mr. Pip,
it has been an honour.
thank you.
Ramadan Kareem to you.
To you too, and I'm going to
And
go
I'll
back
see
to
you
sleep.
inshallah iftar time.
Inshallah.
Sweet dreams.
Take care, Pip.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم كل وليك الحجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك فتمتعه فيها طويلا.
Now, we finished talking about the animals that fast and how they do it. Now we're going to explain why fasting is good for you. I have got some really good facts for you. Let's start. Fact number 1. Fasting helps you to be more patient. When the days are long and hot, it can be very hard to fast. That's why you have to stay patient and wait until the sun goes down so that you can eat. Fact number 2. Fasting actually helps the body. When you are fasting, your system can rest. And when your body does that, it will have more strength. So you become stronger. Fact number 3. Fasting also lets us think about others more. Like other children in poor countries that don't have much food or clean water. Fasting makes us realize how much you have to think about others and thank Allah more. Fact number 4. A good thing fasting does for you is that it makes you organize your food. Instead of eating junk food whenever you are bored or after lunch, you can have something that will help your body. You know, back in the days of our grandfathers and grandmothers, there was no television, no video games, and not even many cars. People ate all their meals at home, or sometimes at another family's home. All the food was prepared at home, and often vegetables would be homegrown. Meat would be bought by the butcher shop, and fruit and vegetables at the greengrocery shop. Fish at the fishmonger shop, and all the other foods and household needs at the grocery store. Bread could be bought at the bakery, or often be made at home. Fact number 5. Some people only think of food and eat as much as they can until they can't even get up. That's really bad. That's why fasting allows your body and mind to become stronger and care less about food. And more are things that you can do to better your life. Fact number 6. Fasting allows us to be less wasteful with our time. Sometimes you don't finish your sandwich and you just leave it. That's very wasteful. That's why fasting won't let you be wasteful, because you can't eat. Fact number 7. Did you know that during Ramadan, the gates of hell are closed? It might sound scary, but it's not. What it means is that Allah gives us the opportunity to be the best that we can during Ramadan. That's why you should be extra good. Let's look at the lovely drawings you guys have been sending us. I'll take some down because I want a closer look. Look at this wonderful drawing. It's so amazing. It has so many colors. There's orange, purple, green, yellow. Thank you so much for sending us this one. Now we've got another lovely one here. It looks like it's a mosque. It looks very nice. The colors are amazing. Thank you also very much for sending one. This one is by Noor, and she says, "Hi, I'm Noor and I'm 7 years old. This is my lantern. I love all the colors of the rainbow." Well, I do too. This one is my favorite. It has literally all the colors of the rainbow. It looks amazing. The purple, the yellow, the green and pink. Thank you so much for sending us, Noor. Send us all your lovely pictures. Any drawings, birthday cards, anything. We would love to have them here at Safeeries. See you again soon, inshallah. Today we're going to be telling you stories that are in Surah Al-Imran, Surah Al-Baqarah, Surah Al-An'am, Surah Maryam, and Surah As-Safat. One night, Prophet Ibrahim had a dream. In the dream, Allah spoke to him. He said to Ibrahim, "Pack your luggage, take your camel, tell your wife and son to get ready, then go to Arabia." Prophet Ibrahim called his wife Hajar and said, "Get ready, we're going on a trip." The next day, all of them rode on the camels and left the village. Prophet Ibrahim and his family traveled for many days. They climbed high mountains, they crossed deep valleys. In the end, they reached a great desert. There was nothing but sand in the desert. There were no shade-giving trees. There was nowhere to hide. The heat was making everybody thirsty. But there was no well, and they had no more water. After a while, they reached a little valley. The camels stopped. Prophet Ibrahim and Hajar and little Ismail got down from the camels. The Prophet Ibrahim said to Hajar, "You stay here. Keep Ismail with you. I have to go back." Prophet Ibrahim turned around and went away. Soon, Hajar and Ismail were alone. Ismail started to cry. He was thirsty. Hajar put Ismail on the ground. Then she went to look for a well. She could not find any well. There were no wells in the valley. She looked for water under stones, but there was no water there either. She ran here and there. It was useless. There was no water anywhere. Hajar tried again. She ran between hills. She looked again for water. She was very afraid for her son. She did not know what to do. There was no water anywhere. She heard Ismail cry loudly. She ran back to him. She was afraid something might have happened. She was afraid he was getting sick with the heat. Ismail was lying on the hot sand. He was crying. He was kicking his legs in the sand. And then there was a miracle. There was a hole in the sand near his feet, and there was water in the hole. Thanks be to Allah. Hajar cried with joy. She took some water in her hands and gave it to her son. The water hole was really a spring. It was later called Zamzam. It never dried up. It flows even today. The moral of the story is that believers who, despite their hardship, follow the path of Allah will find that Allah will help them in miraculous ways, just as the child Ismail was saved by a miracle of the Zamzam spring. I love the stories about Prophet Ibrahim. There are so many stories about him in the Holy Quran. He is one of the most interesting prophets with lots of great stories that are all found in the Holy Quran. One night, Prophet Ibrahim had a dream. He was ordered by Lord to sacrifice his son. Allah talks to the prophets, but he does not talk as we talk. One night, Prophet Ibrahim had a dream. He was ordered by Lord to sacrifice his son. Allah talks to the prophet, but he doesn't talk as we talk. When he wants prophets to do something, he shows it to them in a dream. A dream is like an order from Allah. The next day, Prophet Ibrahim called Ismail. He said, Ismail, I had a dream last night. Allah wants me to sacrifice you. Ismail was not afraid. He loved Allah very much. He also knew Allah was good. Allah never does anything to harm good people. Prophet Ibrahim and Ismail left to Mecca. They went to the valley of Mina. This was the place Prophet Ibrahim saw in his dream. Ismail lay down on the ground. He closed his eyes. His father stood next to him. He picked up the knife. He was ready to obey Allah by sacrificing his son. At this moment, the angel Jibreel, also known as Gabriel, appeared. Allah sent the angel Jibreel with a ram to be sacrificed instead. In this way, the little Ismail was saved. Ibrahim and Ismail cried with joy. They thanked Allah, and then Prophet Ibrahim sacrificed the ram. Allah loves people who listen to him. He loves people who trust in him. He cares for them. Allah was so pleased with the readiness of Prophet Ibrahim to sacrifice his beloved son that he commanded the believers to observe this day as the day Eid al-Adha, or the feast of the sacrifice. The last story we have for you is about Prophet Ibrahim and the Kaaba. Did you know, Teddy, that Prophet Ibrahim built the Kaaba? Yes, he did. There was a dry sand valley in Arabia. Nothing grew there. Nobody lived there. There was no water either for man or animals. Allah told Prophet Ibrahim to leave Hajar and Ismail there. Little Ismail was very thirsty and cried bitterly. He kicked to the ground with his foot. Suddenly, water started to flow in the sand. This was the spring of Zamzam. It gave water to the desert valley. More people came, made houses there. This is how Mecca was built. One day, Allah ordered Prophet Ibrahim to build the Kaaba, the house of God. Prophet Ibrahim and Ismail climbed the hills. They found big stones. They pushed the heavy stones down and put them in one place. When they had lots of stones, they started to build the house. They made the walls. After that, they made the roof. It was a simple but beautiful house. All the time while building the house of God, they prayed, Our Lord, accept our work. Accept this house we are making for you. They also prayed, Make us good so that we always bow to Allah and pray to Him. Make our people good. Make our people love you and bow to you and pray to you. Be merciful to our people. Make them turn away from anything bad and wicked. Let a great prophet be born in our family. Hear our prayers. You are the most merciful. Allah listened to their prayer. Many, many years later, a great prophet was born in Arabia. He was Prophet Muhammad. There is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his messenger. I love those stories. Make sure you come back for more of the Holy Quran, because this Ramadan, we're going through all of it. Goodbye.
la 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 la
Salamun alaikum everybody. I'm always Owl, and today we have a special guest coming to give our majlis. Woot woot.
Salam, Salim Spider. What are you doing?
Wa alaikum assalam, everybody. I'm getting my spider web ready because I'm catching my dinner for iftar.
You're having iftar today, Salim.
Why, yes. Today I'm going into hibernation. It's like fasting. All of us insects and animals go into hibernation because this helps us live longer.
What is hibernation, Salim?
Hibernation is just like when your mummies and daddies and sometimes even you fast. Allah has made us insects and animals fast too. He did this because if we didn't, then we would die. There is a reason why Allah created us and why He tells us to do things like fast. Every year, we at Saphir Forest fast. Allah tells us to do this not because it helps Him, but because these things help us. Just like when you and your families fast. It makes you better and closer to Allah. It also helps us insects too. Not only do we live longer, but we feel closer to Allah and we love Him.
Wow! Subhanallah. What other insects and animals fast, Salim?
Lots of insects and animals fast like bus and bats. This helps him with his eyesight. Basma butterfly fasts and this helps her become better. Before she fasts, she is a caterpillar, but after fasting she turns into a beautiful butterfly. Wasi worm and all the rest of the animals and insects in Saphir Forest fast too. We all love to fast together and we share our food. Many insects, animals and humans sometimes don't have very much food, and this reminds even us insects that we should thank Allah because He has given us so much and we should do something for those that don't have as much as us. Are you fasting today, children?
Today, I fasted for half a day. MashaAllah. I didn't know that insects and animals like to fast and think about others too.
Why yes, all of us insects and animals are special at Saphir Forest. We fast and we think about others. This is because we hold majlis for the Ahlul Bayt, peace be upon them, and everyone who comes to our majlis is special, especially you.
Thank you, Salim. Insha'Allah, this Ramadan, I will remember you when I have iftar with my family.
Insha'Allah. Wa alaikum assalam.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Salamun alaikum. My name is Mr. Moon, and today our story is called Chocolate World. I absolutely love chocolate, and this story is one of my favorites. One day, while Amira was sitting in her garden and eating a chocolate candy bar, she had an idea. A great idea. Wouldn't it be wonderful if the whole world were made of chocolate? Wouldn't it be wonderful if it were a totally chocolate world? Amira thought of all the fun things that she would do in a totally chocolate world. She would pick chocolate flowers from her garden and eat them. She would run through the chocolate grass and occasionally reach down to taste it. She would open her mouth to the sky when it rained and drink droplets of delicious chocolate. Best of all, she would sail on waves of dark, creamy chocolate, drinking glasses of chocolate all day long. Amira thought, what a wonderful world a totally chocolate world would be. The more and more Amira thought about a totally chocolate world, the happier she became. Every night before she went to sleep, Amira closed her eyes and asked Allah for a totally chocolate world. Every morning when she woke up, however, the flowers still smelled like flowers, and the grass still felt like grass, and the rain, well, it still tasted like rain, and the ocean near her home was still blue. One night, Amira felt excited when going to bed because the next day was a very special day. It was Eid al-Fitr. This was the first Ramadan that Amira had fasted for a part of each day. Her mother had promised to bake a special chocolate cake with thick chocolate icing, especially for her. Amira woke up the next morning and looked out of her window to admire her garden. Usually her garden had big pink roses, bright yellow daisies, purple petunias and orange lilies. The grass was soft and green, and jasmine filled the air with its sweet aroma. Amira quickly got dressed and ran outside to see her totally chocolate world. She picked up a flower from her garden and bit it. Chocolate never tasted so good. When the chocolate rain stopped, a chocolate rainbow appeared in the sky. It was made of dark brown chocolate, light brown chocolate, white chocolate, and 4 other shades of chocolate Amira had never seen before. Amira then remembered what she had wanted most of all, waves of dark, creamy chocolate. She ran through the chocolate fields and the chocolate forest that led to the ocean. She climbed over the chocolate sand dunes and raced across the chocolate sand until the water's edge. Foamy, dark chocolate waves crashed on the shore, making the most delicious sound. Amira scooped up a handful of the chocolate ocean and sipped it. It was just as wonderful as she had imagined. Amira jumped into her sailboat and sailed on the chocolate waves, drinking cups and cups of chocolate all day long. Amira then remembered that it was Eid and that her family would be worried if she did not return home soon. She sailed quickly back to shore and ran through the chocolate forest and chocolate fields as fast as she could. As she approached the front door of her house, Amira noticed her garden. The smell of jasmine did not fill the air. The brown chocolate grass did not feel soft on her feet. She missed the beautiful colors. Amira thought, maybe it wouldn't be too bad if roses were pink and daisies were yellow and petunias were, well, they were purple and lilies were orange. Maybe it wouldn't be too bad if grass was soft and green. Maybe it wouldn't be too bad if jasmine smelled like, well, jasmine. Amira had many other thoughts as well. If roses were pink and daisies were yellow, and if petunias were purple and lilies were orange, and if grass were green and jasmine smelled like jasmine, rain would have to be rain. Everybody knows flowers and plants need water to grow. And while a chocolate ocean is wonderful, a blue ocean is special too. What a wonderful world! A world of different colors would be. Amira thought, recalling the ayah in the Quran that mentioned the many colors of creation. Amira closed her eyes and made another short prayer, this time asking Allah to return the world back to the way He had created it. Amira's alarm clock rang so loudly that she jumped out of bed. She ran to her window. She saw big pink roses, bright yellow daisies, purple petunias, and, well, orange lilies. The grass looked soft and green. The scent of jasmine seeped through the open window, filling her room with its sweet aroma. Alhamdulillah, she exclaimed. Amira realized that she had only dreamt about a totally chocolate world. She thought, today is a very, very special day indeed. What a beautiful world I live in. A world of different colors. Amira whispered softly, Subhanallah. All praise and thanks belongs to Allah, our Creator, the All-Wise, the All-Knowing. Amira ran to find her mother. She wanted to tell her mother about her dream and the lessons that she had learned from it. On the kitchen table, however, she found a large chocolate cake with thick chocolate icing baked especially for her. Well, that was an extremely chocolatey story about Amira and her chocolate world. That's all we have time for. So peace be with you and your families. Sleep well, children. That's all from Mr. Moon.
In 8th century Baghdad, there once lived a pious and exceptionally intelligent man named Wahab ibn Hamr. He was a close relative of the Caliph and held a prestigious position at the royal court. However, times were bad for upright people. The ruling class was corrupt and those who spoke against their crimes were executed. Wahab knew his life was at risk, so one night he goes to his spiritual master, Imam Qadim, peace be upon him, to seek guidance. The Imam only responds with the Arabic letter Jim. Wahab understands this as Junoon, the Arabic word for madness, so he leaves his home, his family, his prestigious position, and begins a life pretending to be mad. His insanity earns him public sympathy, thereby protecting him from the cruelty of the ruling class. Through his guise of a fool, he solves various problems of the common man while teaching them spiritual and moral lessons of life, thus earning him the name Buhlul Dana, the wise fool. Wahab would play with children as though he was one amongst them. One day he got on his stick and acted as if he was on a horse. But then he got tired.
Looks like my horse is tired and would like to rest.
So he dismounted his horse and put it on one side.
Uncle Wahab, does your horse eat grass? Does he drink water?
Oh yes, he does eat and drink, but only from the Caliph's gardens and pools.
Uncle Wahab, please let us ride your horse,
pleaded the children, to which Wahab replied,
No one should dare come near my horse because he is wild, and no one should blame me if he kicks you.
Wahab sat against the wall and sighed.
Okay, children, all of you go home and allow me to rest.
And one by one, they all left. Wahab made a tent into his home. His family worried about him and started looking for him. They found him in his tent, sleeping, using his hands as a pillow.
Wahab! Wahab! Wake up from this foolishness! Let's go home!
Said one of his relatives.
Home? This is my home. What shortcomings do you see in this tent? No fear of landlord? No fighting with neighbors? No fear of thieves?
You are ill, O Wahab. You need treatment.
Everyone is sick. And who doesn't need treatment? Tell me, from the Khalif to the gatekeeper to the vizier, who doesn't need treatment? Listen to us, O Wahab. This place is not suitable for you. Why is this place not suitable? Verily, this place is much better than the court. On the day of reckoning, I don't have to give account for living in this place compared to life at the court. Now, begone, my friends. For the Wahhab you have previously known no longer exists.
And they all left the tent, calling him Buhlul Dana, or the wise fool.